everybody messes up, and this is a, it's appealing to think about novice, intermediate, advanced as these categories, and then almost as like achievements that you are trying to unlock, or you're trying to get to. And this is a problem, because when you and the way you have to talk about programming, and this is the way practical programming is structured, and anytime you start discussing or thinking about programming, it kind of feeds into the problem, because your level of training advancement is an observation generally of where you are based on how quickly you can add weight to the bar.
Yes.
It's not like you are a novice, and
it is a measure of where you are,
and it's an approximate measure,
a very approximate measure of where you are in the process of going from unadapted to as adapted as you can get.
Yeah, or even more simple.
It's a spectrum.
Even more simple. It just tells you how often you can add weight to the bar.
Right.
That's all it is. And people think of it as like, okay, I'm a novice today,
and I want to hurry.
In 2 weeks,
I want to be an intermediate.
I'm going to be an intermediate.
So I'm going to do an intermediate program, and it's completely it completely ignores the entire reason for the delineation of novice, intermediate, and advanced. All right. When you go 6, 7, 8 months, adding 5 pounds of workout to your squat, and you get up into the middle 300s, maybe the low 400s, doing it like that, there will come a time, based on your genetic potential, your genetic predisposition to be able to grow this fast, and that's growth is what enables this to take place. You're gonna miss the last set of the 3 sets of 5. You're going to back up a little bit. You're going to try to go past it again, and you might get past it 10 pounds. But you come to a point where 5 pounds per workout cannot be adapted to. And then, in order to keep making progress, we got to do something else. And we do something else by shifting the interval between an increase in load from one workout to the next to 1 week to the next. Now, we only do that. Now, listen carefully, please. Understand this. We don't want to be an intermediate. If we could, we would want to be a novice for 7 or 10 years. And we'd all have 2,000-pound squats. But we don't, because we can't. So we have to do something else. And the something else is we lengthen the adaptive period from one workout to the next, from 2 days, 2 to 3 days, 48, 72 hours, to a week. So now we're doing a PR squat 1 day a week instead of every time we train. And we don't do it that way because it's better. We do it that way because we are forced to do it that way, because we have achieved a level of adaptation that requires more force and more recovery, and we're not able to do it any faster than that. We're not able to. We don't want to be an intermediate. Nobody wants to be an intermediate that understands this process. What you want is to continue to make daily progress, workout to workout progress, for as long as you possibly can, because that's where the bills get paid, right? If it takes you 8 months to go from 115 to 385 on the squat, to go from 385 to 495 on the squat is probably going to take you 2 years. And then to go from 485 on the squat to a 600 squat is probably going to take you another 3 years. Because the curve looks like this. Those of you who've actually had math in college, understand what an asymptote is. An asymptote is the progression to a limit. And for us, the limit is our ability to continue to adapt. Join us again this week on Starting Strength Radio, where we continue our discussion about stress, recovery, and adaptation. Fundamental physiology, fundamental animal physiology, and how it determines what you do in the weight room. Be here. See you then.